Nigerian woman living in UK sleeps with their landlord in order to return their UK visa. Please, this is a live story. A brother sent this to me and he needs your advice. He needs your word. If you have not been commenting on my video, after watching this video, please comment. I'm going to tell you how it happens, how everything happens, so that you will advise this our brother on what to do. If you have this kind of experience, you don't know what to do, you can share it with us. We cannot publicize your name. We only share the story. People will advise you on how to go about it. My name is Linda. I create content about what is happening in the world in Germany so that people will watch and learn. And if you learn, you avoid making such mistake. So the desperation of people traveling abroad, I understand how the country Nigeria is right now and how people are trying to go and look for their greener pasture. So this family, husband and wife, they have come a long way. When I mean a long way, they have been supportive to one another. And as God may have it, they have this certificate of sponsorship, that is COS. If you are living in UK, you know how this COS work. But I don't know why they will tell people that they will bring them abroad, they will give them work, only for them to get there. The work that they promised them will not be given to them. So this family have this visa of certificate of sponsorship, that is COS, to travel to the UK. Now, when they travel there, the company that brought them abandoned them. They didn't give them work. And the husband, do many this thing to sustain their family. Now, since the company that brought them there revoked their visa, which means they need another people that will help them to, maintain their stay in the UK. So their landlord, where they live, said that he is going to help them. So not knowing what he have in mind, so they were so happy, and like somebody have come to their head, and they don't know that the man have another motive. Before you blame the wife or the husband, you need to listen to this story before you write your advice to the husband. So, okay, they accepted. What this man does is that the man started, sleeping with the wife of the other man. So one day, the wife of the landlord came in where the husband to this woman is and was like, warn your wife, oh, ask your wife to leave my husband alone. Ask your wife to leave my husband alone. I don't want to see her in our room again. The man was battling with his stay on how to, regain himself, how to balance very well. He didn't take the woman serious. So when the wife came, he was like telling his wife, look at what this woman is saying. He said, I should warn you. And the man's mind did not go that something like this is happening. So when the landlord wife noticed that they weren't taking action, that is, the husband of the wife wasn't taking action about what she said, she have to go straight to the kitchen and confronted the woman. I don't want to see you in my house again. You want to spoil my marriage. Stay on your own. As they were making this argument, the husband overheard them, but yet he couldn't believe, because he has married this woman for a very long time, and if you stay with a woman for a very long time, you will know what this person is capable of doing. So he didn't pay attention. He wasn't even worried about it. He was only worried about how to, preserve their stay, because somebody who have traveled to the UK, you said the person should go back to Nigeria. I don't think it's a very good idea. He said he have not been doing this. He decided to go through his wife's phone. So when he opens his wife's phone, what he saw, he couldn't believe it. It happens that what the landlord wife was accusing his wife was true. He said when he read this, all his body melted. He felt that the whole world have come to an end. He was like, this is the person that I have lived for so many years. I loved her so much. This is the person that I trust. How could she do something like this? So he confronted the wife. And there's one thing the wife did, according to the story he said to me, is this: she didn't deny it. You see, the Bible said you should say the truth and the truth will set you free. She didn't. She said that she did it so that they wouldn't go back to Nigeria. That the landlord said that this is the only way he could grant them sponsorship, that if she refuse it, she cannot come and discuss such thing with the husband. So she need to do it to save their stay and save their future. So, and the man now, that is the husband, this is what make me to make this video. The man loves his wife. He doesn't want to lose his wife. But in their tradition, what the wife did is abomination. In fact, according to their tradition and according to what he said to me, he said that he will not have anything to do with his wife in terms of sleeping with her until the wife go back to her village or their village. They will do some concussion or incantation to purify her again before he can now address her or start, making out with her as a husband. And the wife says she cannot go back to Nigeria because if she goes now, that they may not allow her to come to the UK again. Okay, the people said, let's do this thing and send to you, you will do it. She said no, she don't want to do such thing, that she have asked God for forgiveness, that God have forgiven her, that she didn't do it intentionally. She was doing it to save their stay. She was doing it to save their future. She was doing it for her husband, but her husband is not understanding her. Now, this man loves his wife. According to him, according to the way he wrote and spoke, he said that this woman have stood there for him when things were worst. That this woman have watched his back. This woman have never disappointed him. That he loves this woman. But according to their culture, if he makes mistake to have anything to do with the woman in terms of sleeping or even at this point addressing her as a wife, that he might lose his life. Yeah, I could remember part of Nsukka. If you are from Nigeria, you know Nsukka. I think there is part of Nsukka that practice this kind of a thing. If I'm wrong, please correct me in the comment section, because I grew up in Enugu State. I know that there are some parts of Nsukka where if a woman sleeps with another, a married woman sleeps with another man and come back to sleep with the husband, that the husband's life will end. Culture, tradition is very strong. Do not neglect it. Even if you are a believer of God, you see tradition is very, very powerful. And I don't know the part of the country this man comes from. The only thing he said was that in his tradition forbids this, that is a very big abomination. Now, the issue is that the wife do not want to travel to Nigeria for them to purify her according to their tradition. And she do not want them to bring those things for her. She only said that she have prayed and God have forgiven her. Now, the husband is just like up now. He's just like somebody that is not married, because he cannot have anything to do with the wife. How somebody will stay with a wife in the house. You cannot touch her. You cannot do anything. You cannot even eat what she prepares. Oh, yes. So he is now asking, what should he do? He doesn't want to divorce his wife, and the wife doesn't want to do the necessary. So I don't know if your culture falls into this category. Maybe you will come to this our brother's heads. Tell him what to do. Tell him how to go about this and what he needs in order to come out of this mess, because it's a very serious mess for him. He's just like somebody that is not married right now, and the wife is just there, and the guilty of what she did is still disturbing her. In fact, this is a very, I don't know how to put it, and I don't want to be judgmental. I don't want to blame the woman. I don't want to blame anybody. That is why I share this story here. If you have an idea, like I said before, if you have not been commenting on my video, this is a very big time you need to comment, because this our brother needs your advice right now. So I believe you learn one or two things. I wouldn't even know the kind of advice I'm going to give to this our brother, because these two things are so, complicated. They are the age of being deported back to Nigeria after. If you know what certificate of sponsorship is to UK, you understand. A lot of people sell their properties, their land to travel. Now you travel, which means you don't have anything left down there, and they are about to carry you back. I think that was why the wife, I am not in any way justifying her action. I'm just trying to balance this thing so that if you are writing, you shouldn't literally criticize the woman. So the woman saved or breached them from being travel home. At the end of the day, she committed sin. So what do you have to say? I will leave you in the comment section. I am Linda TV. If you have something like this to share with us, let me know. I will give you a number. And also, try to do good anywhere you are, and God bless you.